If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture where we are building concepts on complex number for JEE advanced level. So today we will continue our geometric representation of complex number and we will see other cases C, D, E. In this lecture we will see up to E case. Okay, then let's see this. Okay, in continuation our more geometrical representation of complex number, we are coming to that C section now. Now let us see this type of, what is this meaning? Argument of z minus 2 minus I is equal to pi by 4, or argument of in general any angle, let it be, it's not that pi by 4 it should be, it can be any angle, suppose theta. Argument z minus z1 is theta. Okay, so let's see this one. Suppose you have a point z1, so your argument z minus z1 should be something of this format. What format? An angle of theta. So your z, what is z minus z1? So if I take z anywhere, suppose if I take z anywhere, so what is z minus z1? Something of this format. That's I told you how to do the subtraction. If 2 points are given, z1 minus z2 is pointed towards z1. So z minus z1 will be pointed towards. So this angle should be theta. So that means argument of, because the argument of this is z minus z1. So the argument means it is making horizontal with an angle of theta. So your z, so your z should be somewhere here in this line only. You cannot go other way because this argument is fixed. This is theta. So your z can be in this line. So this is the line which representing this meaning. So that means from the point z1 we will have a ray that is going outward, going in a direction, so that this angle making an angle theta with the horizontal axis. But you cannot put it z1, so that's why circle is there, because if you put z1 here, so argument of z minus, if it becomes z1, so argument of z1 means minus z1 is 0. 0 argument is undefined, we have seen. Complex number 0 argument is undefined. So this point is not included. Excluding this point, it will be a ray. So if I say you z minus 2 plus I, argument of this one is 45 degree. So what you will do? You will take a point that is 2, 1, whatever this point, suppose this is the point 2, 1. So you take a ray out of this one at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. So this is your z, this is the meaning of this one, this represents this one. So because z can lie anywhere, so if this is if this is given, that means z can lie only in this line, not including this point. So it will represent a ray from the point 2, 1 from the point z1 outward, so that the angle remains pi by 4 with the horizontal. Because this line will represent, anywhere you put z, this line will represent z minus z1. And the angle of that one is given fixed at pi by 4. Okay, now if you come to question number D, segment D, that is, each one you can treat one question itself because it's very interesting. And from each one question can be formed. Suppose you have a complex number z, suppose a complex and a I and another complex number I. So I, you can write it in polar form this. So if you multiply I into z, what will be this? You know how to multiply in complex multiplication. What happens? Your module, this multiplied r into r1, r into 1, and the arguments added. So this argument will be added, this argument will be added. So it will be theta plus pi by 2. It will be, this one you have seen, we have explained it. Multiplication. So arguments get added and your modulus get multiplied. So it is Iz. So what is the argument of Iz? It is pi by 2 plus argument of z. That means magnitude remains same. You see the magnitude remains same, but the angle changes. So if this is your z represented by the point or vector OP, then that vector, if you multiply z by Iz, that will be represented by another vector, which is nothing but you multiply IP by an angle of 90 degree. You rotate OP by an angle of 90 degree. So you can see so the argument of this one will be 90 plus the original argument. This was the original argument of z, that again added 90. So by multiplying I, you are just doing it, rotating it 90 degree anti-clockwise direction. If you multiply minus I, then it will be in clockwise direction. If you multiply by I, then it is in anti-clockwise direction because argument is added. Added means anti-clockwise direction. So multiplication, so this is the, you have to remember, multiplication a complex number I will rotate OP by an angle of 90 degree. Now you can extend it to any multiplication of a complex number by any another complex number. Suppose it would have not been 1, 2, then what would have been? It would have been 2r. Suppose you multiply 2i, so the angle to remain same of 2i, it is pi by 2, but the magnitude modulus is 2 here, so it will get 2 will come here. If it is a 2i, then it will be 2 cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So now if you multiply these two, r2r will come, and this product will give you something of this form. If you apply cos A cos B sin A sin B, we have seen this one. So what will happen? It will rotate 90 degree, then its magnitude get doubled. Originally if it was r, now it will get 2r. So wherever your z, suppose it is your z, suppose this is my z, so if I multiply it by 2iz, what will happen? It will rotate 90 degree, okay. Then if this is r, then it will get extended by 2r. So this is the 2iz. So this is 90 degree. This will represent 2iz. This is z, this point, so this point will represent 2iz. Multiply by 90, then you scale it up by 2. So the same thing here I have done it in case E, so that you understand it very clearly what is the meaning of into plus all this. So if you see this one, W, suppose it is a point represented by, all these are complex numbers, so you need to find W. These three are given to you. A is this given, represented by Q point, Z is given, represented by point P, this is represented by R. So if you do this one, what will happen? So W will be where? That we need to find. Suppose you have a point P, so that representing Z, okay. Now you are multiplying by A, so what will happen? Z will rotate, it will rotate by an angle of, what is the angle of A? Theta 1, so it will rotate by an angle of theta 1, just like I. If you add multiply by I, it rotate by 90 degree because the angle of I was 90 degree, pi by 2. So here angle of A is theta 1, so Z will be rotated by an angle of theta 1. So this is rotated by theta 1, then it will be scaled up or scaled down depending on the value of R1. If R1 is greater than 1, then it will be multiplied. That is, it will elongate, it will be, length will be more. If R1 is 0.2, then if you multiply by 0.2, then it will shrink. So let me take it is elongated. So this elongation is there. So Q dash represent AZ. If you multiply Z with A, so AZ be represented by the point Q dash. Now suppose this was your R, point B. So how you will add it? In vectorically, this is your AZ, then if you add B, so you add this vector here. Or you can draw a parallelogram, then you draw it. Or in vector also, suppose if you have a Z1, this is your Z1 and this is your Z2. What will be Z1 plus Z2? You draw Z2 here, then you add these two. So this is Z1 plus Z2. Similar your parallelogram. So you know AZ, so if you add B here, then that becomes AZB. So W will be here. So now you can graphically see what is the meaning of all this. First it is rotated by an angle of theta 1 because it is multiplied by A, which angle is theta 1. Then it is elongated or shortened by the, then it is magnitude is multiplied by the magnitude of A. Then it is slided towards B because addition is nothing but it is sliding it in the direction of B. How much B is, it will go that much in the direction of B from that point. That will give you W. So you can remember it in this way. Product means it will give some rotation effect. Addition means it will give some sliding effect. Okay, so in general what we can write now, P represented, if P represented by Z, Z is represented by P represents Z, a complex number, and Z0 is any another number. So if you multiply these two, Z and Z0 in Argand plane, how you will find it? You need to do two steps. One, rotate, then you elongate, then you either stretch it or contract it. So you rotate OP, that line which is representing Z, you rotate it open by an angle of alpha because you are multiplying Z0 which is an angle of alpha. If it is positive, then you move anti-clockwise. If it is negative, you move clockwise. On the new position, what position you have arrived? Just like your Z. First you multiply by 90, so you rotate. Then from the new position, you will extend it or you will shorten it depending upon the value of this magnitude of whatever you have multiplied, that is your R. So on the new position line OP, new positions Q, a new position on the line, suppose this is your OP, you rotated is OP here, this was original P, now you rotated here. Now a new position Q will be found on this ray itself by multiplying OP with R. So you multiply OP with R, in this line only you will find. If r is greater than 1, then it will be magnified. If it is less than 1, then it is contraction. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.